Hi there. I thought I would do a fairly quick fun video on this evening, which is Halloween. Now, just got Owen and Jasmine dressed and ready and out the door. We welcomed our one and only guests that we will probably get. We did set up a little candy stand. Right by our garage, just in case somebody shows up. But last year we only had the one, and he's 5, and nobody else, because everybody kind of treks into Rocky to go door to door and collect more candies. And so I'm at home looking after Gus, creating this video, and just having a little bit of fun with this. Now, this is Halloween, the one time of the year that we are allowed to openly be somebody other than what we are. We do often wear other masks in our life, sometimes to protect ourselves, sometimes like the mask of a mother, of a daughter, of a employee, of basically the different hats you wear are the different masks you wear. And some are just not that healthy and some are protective. And I'm working hard at this beautiful place. I'm just sitting in the rock garden on a cold stone, which is very cold on my butt. I've always enjoyed the fun of Halloween. Some years I dressed up, some years I couldn't be bothered because I was exhausted. But one of my favorite get-ups was to get into a Paul Stanley costume. I called myself Paulette Stanley from the band KISS. And it was just a lot of fun, a lot of makeup, and I just loved it. It was a lot of fun. And of course the candy that comes in, and Jasmine is already aware that there will be a Halloween candy tax, because, well, if I spot any little old Henry bars in there, they're going to disappear. And she's always kind about that. And yeah, not sure how exactly I'm going to work that into my low carb, no candy diet. It'll be a treat. I'll have to make it a treat for things that I accomplish. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It'll be a treat. I'm going to show you some of the stuff we've been doing around the acreage. The weather is still holding out. There's no snowflakes on the weather apps. It's staying above 0 most of the time. We've been doing yard work. Owen has been building a road behind the horse paddock so that if guests or if we want to go into the forest, we can just scoot past the paddock without going through it. As we get to know our neighbors, we do tell them they're more than welcome to come and walk their dogs or come through and take walks in our forest trail system if they should want to. And so we just want to make it easier for everybody. And that's why this road that Owen is building is for that purpose. And plus, he did a bunch of clearing and planted. We had been growing, had a little nursery of little pine trees growing for the last 4 or 5 years. And they were big enough that we needed to thin them out a bit. And so we did, or he did. I won't take credit for his work. He did. He planted these little spruce trees. And in 15, 20 years, they'll be beautiful and they'll be large. And yeah, what else were we doing? I'll tell my thoughts on Halloween and how it came to be, especially in Canada, while you're watching some of the work that was being done building the trail system. Hey Annie, I got a treat for you. Happy Halloween. Hi, happy Halloween, girl. Now, I've talked about the sand that our whole 100 plus acres is built on. The whole place is just a pile of beach sand with a little bit of dirt on top trying to grow everything. So we've had to haul in tons and tons of black dirt so we could make our plantings at the homestead and the chalet. But this is where our donor site, where Owen digs up all the sand for all the work that he's doing to build paths and roads. And as you can see, it's just fine, fine beach sand. It's beautiful stuff. And this is the main trail that goes all the way through the forest from front to back. And it was the original road that went to Rocky, so we named it Rocky Road. And this, just heading in towards the horse paddock at the far end of this road, Owen made that entire road for us so that we could get through there nicely without having to tromp through 3-foot grass. And as you can see, yes, just light beach sand. And at the far end of this is Annie's paddock. And Owen is off to the right, building that road from the other side through to this side so that he can just go straight through to the forest.
More of our county lane residents want to walk the trails. This could be an access point for them. And then they bypass the chalet.
And the horses.
And the horses. And that way, for you guys, if you're walking Gus, you're not taking Gus through the paddocks. I think he can stay. But I just want to chop this up so I can throw them onto the pile. And it'll sort of zigzag that way, get those old willows out. And then there's a few small poplars. And then there's a bunch of dead spruce at the end. So we'll see how the chainsaw starts up, since I haven't had it going since last fall. Careful you don't trip.
So much work has been done so far to build these roads. This one that I'm just going through here is our path through to the chalet that the guests come across to fish on our side when they want to. And this is the progress that Owen is making in clearing off this, what's going to be a road back here. We also have to fix those fences and stuff. This was all just falling apart and dead wood that we certainly needed to take care of. Now, Halloween's a little bit of a strange holiday if you've been raised in a very religious household. It's either the work of the devil and shouldn't have anything to do with it, or some families are fine and do the candies and the costumes. It's kind of a hit or miss. And so I decided to take a look at how that all came to be. And it's got its Celtic roots. It has its origins in the Celtic festival of SOW-in. Now I had to take a look at how to even say this word. It's spelled Samhain. And it marked the end of the summer and the harvest. They believed it was a time when the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. The veil became thinned, and they lit bonfires and wore costumes to ward off ghosts. Now, Christian influence in the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as the time to honor all saints. This Christian holiday was later combined with some of the traditions of Samhain, and the evening before became known as All Hallows' Eve. The Irish and the Scottish immigrants brought those traditions to Canada in the 1800s, and by the 1950s, it turned into what we know right now, that door-to-door candy runs, parents eating or taking the taxes of the children's candies, in my case, those delicious O. Henry bars. Now, I had spotted our cat Zuko playing on the newly minted road that was coming, and Owen discovered him. And that's what that beepity beep beep is all about. So Halloween became a night of make-believe. But truth be told, we wear masks the other 364 days too. Now for me, there's the nice daughter mask. I wasn't very successful at wearing that mask, and the mask of the nice daughter does not fit me at all anymore, because what is expected of me to be that quote-unquote nice daughter would choke me if I were to put that mask back on. The competent nurse mask, I always felt I had that little bit of imposter syndrome all 30 plus years, but according to my reviews and feedback from staff and from patients, I was a competent nurse and I did a good job there. And now I'm not wearing that mask because I have retired. And of course, there's the I'm fine mask. When anybody asks you how you're doing, what's the first thing that you say? You say, I'm fine. We put the masks on to fit in, to survive, to keep the peace, even when they don't quite fit anymore. I think after 60, something changes. You start realizing you don't have energy for masks that don't feel like you. So maybe that's why I like the KISS one. It's fun, it's loud, and I can take it off when I'm done. I've learned that the scariest mask isn't the witch or the ghost kind. It's pretending you're okay when you're not. And the sweetest treat, finally being able to be comfortable showing your real face. Wrinkles, laugh lines, and all of it. Halloween reminds me it's fun to play pretend as long as we don't live there.
I think it's Jasmine.
I think so. Now's the hunt for the O. Henry bar tacks. Oh my God!
Only one.
Only one?
Only one. There's only one.
Only one. Only one text.
Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor.
And do you want a finger too? You could put it on your actual finger.
That's quite all right. So this is my year of unmasking. Except of course, when I'm stealing from Jasmine's chocolate stash. And just specifically the O. Henry bars, because they are delicious. They were my craving food when I was pregnant 1,000 years ago. Yes, they made O. Henry bars back then. Here's to being real and just a little bit rock and roll and a little bit country. I'm that too. I'm both. I am every note on the keyboard. I was giving that some thought as I thought about the last few videos I've been making. Some are up, some are down, and truly, I'm embracing all the notes that make up my being. It's basically all the notes on a keyboard, and I have to embrace that and work with it, and we'll see you again on the next video that I create, and it will be about Jasmine's birth mother. Happy Halloween.